gaming hardware in the traditional way that we've been able to up in this point in time, depending on how outrageous these new prices become, and does the situation get better or worse from here. So we're going to break all of this down in great detail. Before we do, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification to join Sunbro Nation if you're new here. And I wanted to first kick this off right over at Nintendo of America's own Twitter account, where you can see the following announcement that they tweeted out late last night, which says Donkey Kong helped Donkey Kong rescue his friends, reclaim the golden banana, and save his homeland in Donkey Kong 64, coming to Nintendo 64 Nintendo Classics app on June 4th for Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members. So this will of course be something that's supported on Switch 1 and 2. This is a big addition to the N64 library that many of us have just been waiting for to hit this entire time. Like, I was actually hoping they would add this in the lead up to Donkey Kong Bonanza, considering that was a big revival for DK to actually lead off a console generation and really be that first marquee, first party Nintendo single player experience game to kick off a brand new console generation. Well, I guess Nintendo has kind of been waiting for this lull in some of their, announcements in recent times, because of course we have some big games to look forward to, like Star Fox in the month of June, and we know about Splatoon Raiders and stuff past that. But for a certain type of Nintendo core gamer, it has definitely felt like it's been a little bit lighter half of the year on the first party end of things, and NSO has really been something that I thought could have picked up a lot of that slack. And until a big announcement like this, I haven't been super happy with what has been added into the service recently. Although you do look at a game like Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, that was a pretty big get, but they've been very sporadic and here and there with when they announce these new NSO games, when they actually drop into the service and things like that. So I personally am very excited to see DK64 make it over. And if you have nostalgia for the DK rap, that is in full effect in this trailer that Nintendo created. So just about a week out, but if you know anything about the NSO reveal times and when they actually go live, this will hit late Wednesday night next week, which will actually be on June 3rd. So you will be able to at least boot it up, check it out then. This game has a lot of collectibles. I mean, if you get demotivated by having a lot of different things to go out of your way to grab, this is probably not the game for you. It has not aged the best because a lot of N64 games control wise and things are, naturally pretty dated by now, especially the camera and how stuff like that works. But nonetheless, it is a fun 3D intro for Donkey Kong. This was his original 3D game. It's made by Rare from back in the day. Like, there's so many fun moments that happen, fun boss battles. Of course, you get more of the exposure to the character roster of Donkey Kong than ever before in DK64. And I'm just going to say, while it's not one of the leaked games we're about to discuss that are still headed to the platform seemingly sometime soon, in NSO that is, I would still love to see Rare's other big game from the N64 era that is DK related, which of course would be Diddy Kong Racing. That's another must, and with online play in the modern day, that could be really cool to go through that game like cooperatively or racing against each other. All really fun stuff ahead from that front, but very excited to see DK64 officially announced. We'll be dropping into the service on June 4th next week. Now, I then have to remind you guys of a post we've actually come to a few times because it has continued to get more and more accurate as time has gone on, where a year ago at this point, we're looking at the R Gaming leaks and rumors where it says Nintendo might have accidentally leaked Smash 64 is coming to NSO. And you basically have here, someone on Family Boards pointed out that around the 40-second mark, it almost looks like Smash 64's box art in the background could be a coincidence, but Nintendo have done similar things in the past. And then you have someone else pointed out that Glover Forsaken 64 and DK 64. Not sure why they'd include Glover of all things in the background of a promo like this. But anyway, we've continued to see that, yes, indeed, as time has gone on, this has only proven more and more accurate. So if you actually look at the, kind of post that's outlined here, Rayman 2, The Great Escape, of course, one of the games that we saw completely check out. Forsaken 64, also another one we know has checked out. And Glover, I believe that's purchasable on the eShop right now, not added into NSO, but it's presumably coming in its 64 form over at some point in the future. We had Donkey Kong 64 in the background art. And of course, probably the biggest one in question here that we have to spend just a moment on is the fact that Super Smash Bros. Is also found within this blurred out background that Nintendo put out there. So you can safely expect that at some point in time, the question is when, because as mentioned, this leak technically hit a year ago. At some point, Nintendo does have Super Smash Bros. Slated to be added into NSO. Now, that's obviously probably going to spell good things for Smash Bros. Melee eventually coming to GameCube online, but the problem with Nintendo is, and I want to stress this, even though this is a big leak and something that's very cool to go over, we really don't know how long they will wait to add in, you know, the rest of these games that are in the pipeline. You wouldn't presume more than a year or two at most, but I do think that within the next 6 months, we have that much more likely chance of seeing Smash 64 show up, and that means the original Smash Bros. Is going to be playable via online play experience in the modern day, which is just kind of crazy to say out loud, and also a game that I would absolutely love to jump back into, play as Link and Fox, my two mains in that particular Smash release. And while I'm very excited for DK64 and can't wait to replay through that, I am also equally excited for when we can officially say that Smash 64 will be headed to the service. So Nintendo leaking some of their own games in this particular instance, but nonetheless, always cool to see it actually come to fruition and check out officially. And that is fortunately what we now have with Donkey Kong 64, at least for now, and Smash Bros. 64, no doubt in the pipeline at some point in time. And I want to then transition to yet some more unfortunate news that we have in the modern gaming day, which is the fact that we are seeing price increase after price increase, even Nintendo having to recently announce their own round of price increases when it comes to their hardware, but it is not hitting until September 1st. It's also a $50 jump compared to what we are about to go over, which is significantly more than that. And this unfortunately affects the Steam Deck, but definitely hitting close to the Nintendo Switch lineup of systems, because it is that type of handheld first experience, but also something that can technically be played hybrid with the dock and things. But you can first see here this following article over from VGC, which outlines Valve's Steam Deck is getting a huge price increase. 1 terabyte OLED model, now $949. Both models have received a price jump of over 40%. And you have here from today, the 512 gigabyte OLED model is now $789 USD, and the 1 terabyte model will cost $949 USD. Before today's announcement, the 512 gigabyte model retailed for $549 USD, with the 1 terabyte model coming in at $649. These increases represent a 46% price increase for the 1 terabyte model and a 43% price increase for the 512 gigabyte model. Both models are now back in stock on Steam after a period of intermittent availability. Valve addressed the price increase in a short statement posted to the Steam community page for the product. Steam Deck itself hasn't changed. These new prices reflect the current state of component costs and other global logistical challenges across the industry as a whole. We'll keep you updated if anything changes. And it does say here, Valve is the latest hardware manufacturer to announce a sizable price increase for consumer video game technology. Earlier this month, Nintendo announced the Switch 2 would increase its price as of September 1st. In March, Sony confirmed plans to increase the price of its consoles by at least 100 across the board. Notably, the premium PlayStation 5 Pro console increased by 150 and now retails for $900. Microsoft raised the prices of its Xbox consoles twice last year. A standard price of the Series X console now retails for $649. You get the idea. This is indeed affecting everybody across the board whenever you are producing or in the business of producing gaming hardware right now in 2026. A lot of this does stem down to the fact that AI data centers are being built out, and a big component that they need for that is these RAM chips. They also need solid state memory, essentially the things that we enjoy in our gaming pieces of hardware that we purchase for our own personal use, and they are just being priced up to an unbelievable amount that these companies cannot keep up with, quite literally. There is always an element of they can eat a certain amount of the cost, but whenever RAM prices are up like 800 to 900% from what they typically run, and there's a shortage where you can't even get the RAM, even if you are trying to pay those exorbitant prices, unfortunately we see these companies respond and almost price a certain section of their whole market just totally out. I mean, a Steam Deck going up to close to $1,000 for its now premium OLED model, like that is definitely not the impulse price territory anymore. Like you could maybe look at, you know, that $500 price point that it was floating around before. Kind of, you know, you go out on a whim, you get a good paycheck, whatever the case, you decide you want to pull the trigger on one of those. Going into that $1,000 with taxes included range is just quite literally insane. And while I am not a fan at all of the $50 price increase that we did see Nintendo recently announce for the Switch 2, there are a couple things that I like about how Nintendo handled this, and first and foremost is the fact that they gave you a little bit of a window to prepare for it, as we know that this price increase is in effect as of September 1st, so you do have this last summer season to pick up the current console hardware at either $450 standalone or do their bundle pack-in game where you do get to pick between Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, or Pokemon Pokopia right now, and you kind of have that last window if you're in the know and aware of all the Nintendo changes going on. You do have that window of time to pick it up. You also have like a post from Nintendo that I kind of wanted to highlight because it does tie into this conversation. It's like, and I totally agree with his mindset. He says, in hindsight, Nintendo opting to release the Switch 2 with just 256 gigabyte of its storage was probably a smart move, meaning they're able to keep the price of the console lower than other handhelds with higher storage capacity base models, the Steam Deck, the OLED, etc. Passing on the cost of storage expansion onto the consumer is a bummer, but it does make the initial sticker price lower. And so you can see that things like 512 gigabytes and 1 terabyte are definitely factoring into the bottom line of this price increase that we just saw for the Steam Deck. And where the Steam Deck is at in its life cycle on the market right now, this is quite literally a devastating blow to that product lineup in particular. And I do wonder if Nintendo, being able to hold out until September 1st with this price increase the way that they have, hopefully they have a little bit more of a deep supply stock of the components they need to kind of maintain this price through 2027, because what you'd hate to see is multiple rounds of price increases like Sony and Microsoft did have to go through themselves. The base PS5 with the disc drive right now is $650. That's the same thing for the Series X, and they had some back-to-back price increases. So it is one of those deals where I certainly hope that, even according to Furukawa's own words, like this doesn't account for all of the cost and all of the changes that are going up right now for their bottom line. So I don't think Nintendo wants to go any higher than 500 if at all humanly possible, especially this early into the Switch 2's life cycle where they very much want the masses to adopt this thing and upgrade as they can. But overall, this just kind of spells bad news for really us owning our own computer components, period. Like, we need to either get this RAM and memory supply situation under wraps and figured out hopefully by the tail end of 2027 into 2028 is when some reports say that might happen, and or these companies are going to start capitalizing on this shortage, if you will, pricing so many things out of regular consumers, budget around them to where we're going to go to something like a smartphone financing model on video game hardware, and or worst case scenario, the cloud technology starts to gain a lot of ground and starts to become one of the go-to leading options for a lot of these companies. Let's hope that they don't go that route, but the writing is kind of on the wall with these back-to-back price hikes, and it's definitely not sustainable. So let me know your take on this one. Nintendo's price hike doesn't look quite as bad when comparing it right next to Valve and the Steam Deck, which they are definitely in a different situation from a company perspective as well. So let me know how you feel about both the different stories we talked about today in the comments down below. What do you think about the NSO edition of DK64, and of course, the now more or less confirmation that Smash 64 is coming over at some point in time? Are you definitely going to be checking out both of those games? First starting with DK64 when it drops, and then Smash 64 later on. What's your thought of the overall state of NSO and all of that right now? And what do you make of this new Steam Deck price increase? And do you feel like this is a bad sign of things to come for the market in general? Do you think that it seems that the
Are you ready to feel good about your body? LifeMD can help. Get started at lifemd.com.
Grimy outdoor messes? 30 Seconds Outdoor Cleaner tackles tough messes in seconds. Just spray it on, then rinse away built-up grime. It works fast on fences.
GameStop has 1 terabyte. Let's go shopping. Let me see these prices. Woo! I think this is the one I got too. The Lexar 1 terabyte micro SD express card, $350. $300. You get different versions. But the first thing that popped up was $350. I remember I paid for that. Almost the same price as the Switch 2 system. I'm paying for that memory. That memory costs, bro. No, I see a cent. Maybe I got a cent. I almost want to take out. Can I see it without taking it out? It's black and red. Black and red is that one. Lexar. I spent $350. I got the Lexar one because I think that was the first one that was available. I see a SanDisk for $200. No, but that's extreme. That's extreme. That doesn't say express. It has to be an express one. So I think GameStop has one for 250. Micro SD. Is this 1 terabyte? Yeah, 1 terabyte. They have one for 250. So you can get one for 250 right now. The prices went up. Yeah, that's the thing. So the prices on everything is gone up, man. This generation has been the craziest generation. Yeah. I think I think at one point the GameCube was $49.99, bro. I'm almost certain. Let me see. GameCube, $49. I'm almost certain that the GameCube went as low as $49. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, right here. Let me show y'all the picture, bro. Bro. Oh, these were the days. The good old days. Bruh. 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 The good old days of gaming. Where every 2 years, console prices went down. We are never going back to this. Man, that's tough, bruh. The good old days. Good old days. GameCubes were selling for $50. The good old days. Yeah. GameCube was. Bro, I love all of my Nintendo systems. All of my Nintendo systems were fire for me, bro. But right now, the Switch 2 peak. With this announcement, Nintendo goes into, we got Super Nintendo, NES, N64. Switch 2 is automatically the 4th greatest Nintendo system of all time. Automatically, number 1. Just for me, like, the NES, Super Nintendo, N64, the holy grail. They can't be touched, bro. They can't be touched. Switch 2, automatically number 4. That means it's the best Nintendo system. The nostalgia factor for the other three. It's a contra. Saying the Switch 2 is number 1, I can't even argue, bro. I can't even argue. After just the year 1, bro. Nintendo 64 is up there, ladies. Nintendo 64 is up there. In terms of significance and importance in gaming, N64 is up there, bro. Oh my goodness, CBH, you just said something, bro. A Switch 2 Call of Duty bundle? Bro, check this out. Check this out, bro. Let's do one. Let me see if I can create one. Create a Call of Duty. I'm doing it, yeah. I'm using Google AI. Create a Switch 2 Call of Duty.
Ghost your ROI worries. Ooh, spend smarter. Snapchat ads.
Smell like royalty all day. Wash, protect, and finish with Cremo.
We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Yeah, uppercut, punches got him busting up. Potion in his double cup, liquor got him buttered up. Yeah, not my competition. Every track is like I got bubble guts. Fast life, buckle up. Yeah, turn an angel into angel dust. Top rope caution, got it jumping like double dutch. Used to take a shuttle bus, I ate a struggle lunch. Yeah, turn my woes to wins, you know I had to knuckle up. Right, hey, big bands busting out a duffel. Bloody knuckles from the last scuffle, putting dogs back on the muzzle. Might have kicked it for a month, we not a couple. Had to shuffle through my plays, you were getting hard to juggle. Hold up, little stubble on my face, I'm getting more mature. Custom phonies out the squad, I'm getting more secure. Drop a project every year, I'm trying to tour some more and travel around the world. We, baby, all reward. I'm booked for life, catch me if you can. Yeah, hey, 100 grand popping out a rubber band. Yeah, okay. I'm booked for life, catch me if you can. Yeah, hey, 100 grand popping out a rubber band. Never let them get the upper hand. You can't tax me if you don't catch me. Catch me in the field on the route like I'm Crabtree. I branched out backseat, just making them aggy. You not a top G, bro, you going out badly. Popped a little tab, got me feeling like Bradley. Cooperstown bound, the first second they draft me. Paul Pierce the noise with any question y'all ask me. Y'all been popping my shit since y'all been popping your acne. The money just a perk, but the glory attract me. All the women distract me like Fox in a Safety. It's like I drive a taxi, they left in the backseat. Luca with the Dons, bro, just look at the stat sheet. I finish so crafty. I'm Kyrie with the drive at high speeds, they'll never take me alive. Couple losses hurt, but that can never break me aside. 82 games, no days off on the grind. Cause I'm booked for life, catch me if you can. Yeah, hey, 100 grand popping out a rubber band. Yeah, hey, I'm booked for life, catch me if you can. Yeah, hey, 100 grand popping out a rubber band. Never let them get the upper hand.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Marlon, and we are back at it again, man. One love. Give praises to the Most High. We're doing it again. We do have some massive topics to go over and discuss. Hope all is well with everybody today. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great. Hit that like button for me. And yeah, man. Woo. I love this edition of the show right now because we got a lot. we got a lot of things to talk about right now. And things are going to get worse before they get better. As you guys may know, this year, man, is it's crazy when it comes to just everything. You know what I mean? When it comes to the economy, when it comes to just everything, right? Cost of living, everything, right? Obviously, electronics. It's just ridiculous at this point. So we're going to talk more about that here in the show today. We're also going to be talking about MW4. Now, I didn't get to watch. I saw a teaser out on Twitter where they were walking through this market or something like that, and then it switched to something else. And I was like, wait a minute, did they upgrade the engine? And then I realized that apparently it's not coming to PS4 and Xbox One. So I'm like, okay, well, now they can actually really focus on the game and making the game, a lot better. Not just looking better, but also throwing in new ideas. And so it is looking pretty good from what I've seen so far. So we're going to kind of go over it. I know, again, how many times are we going to get all these same games all over again? Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, original Modern Warfare, Black Ops, all these games. But the good news is the game is going to take place in Korea, and apparently they're saying that they want to go back to the roots, which got me excited because a lot of people was attacking me back in the day for saying, yeah, they like Advanced Warfare, and they're like Black Ops 3, running up and down all over the place, Black Ops 4 jumping all over the place like a bunny rabbit, running off the walls and everything. Garbage. Absolutely trash. Okay? I don't care what nobody want to say. They took that from Titanfall and obviously Halo as well. Just bungee jumping everywhere, all this robotic, futuristic nonsense. I'm just not a fan of that. That's not what Call of Duty is all about. So this is looking like they're going back to the roots. They're going back to boots on the ground. And it got my interest. So we're going to take a look at it, hopefully. Once they start rolling out more gameplay. Obviously, we're probably going to see it at the Xbox showcase, which I'm looking forward to. God's willing, we will be covering that for you guys. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. I'm excited for everything, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So, yeah, I'm also happy that, Microsoft did what they did. Drop the price of Game Pass Ultimate by $7, just to kind of make it a little bit more affordable and make people go out there and buy Call of Duty if they really want it. And this is also a way for them to really kind of, laser focus on the game and making sure that they're doing everything that they need to do. So there's that. We're also going to be talking about GTA 6 here once again on the show. We do have some official news here from Mr. Strauss Zelnick. And this has to do with GTA 6 reviews, so you want to pay attention to that because we also heard from an insider, ironically enough, the insider that was saying that we was going to be getting trailer number 3 on the 26th. What was that, like a couple days ago? Obviously got banned off of the forum. So yeah. And this is a dangerous game you play as an insider. And also people are attacking Detective Seeds. My heart goes out to Detective Seeds right now. He is not doing so well. I think the last time I spotted on Twitter that he was going through something, I think something with his appendix or something like that. I don't quite remember, but, prayers up for him. People are out here attacking him, saying he's a fake insider and he's this and he's that, which is not the best time to be saying stuff like that, considering what he's going through medically right now. So prayers up for him. But yeah, that's the dangerous game you play as an insider, is like, you just never know. And Rockstar, they are purposefully doing a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? Because who wants leakers and insiders to be correct, right? No company does, because it steals the thunder. it steals the thunder away from them doing the reveals and things of that nature. So I don't really blame Rockstar for holding back or doing whatever they're doing or keeping us guessing or whatever the heck they're doing. They're doing it for a reason. So all we got to do is keep our behinds. Let me increase my table up a little bit more. All they're doing is making the delay even more, right? And that's basically what they're doing. I do believe that this thing is ready to go, like the third trailer is ready to go, but they're just toying with us at this point. The more insiders come out and say, "Oh, it's going to be on this day," they're like, "Okay, well, we're just going to keep y'all waiting until whenever nobody is saying anything." Then that's when they're going to drop it. Thank you so much for the 100 jewels, my brother. I appreciate it. What's that? CGH for God is 76. One love and God bless. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. So listen to me. So yeah, man, that's it right there. You know, I think that, and it's not even just. It's not even just, you know, Rockstar, also Sony as well. You know, a lot of these people, insiders, they get their information from these leakers and, you know, or people that work within these companies leaking out information or their sources or whatever you want to call it. You know, they can get things wrong too. You know what I mean? Or maybe it is right and then the company just do a whole switcheroo. I mean, it is possible. But needless to say, like I said before, I think that, you know, we're in for a treat. Now, there's a leak that came out in regards to the state of play. Listen, I don't really want nothing to be spoiled for that state of play for me. There is a leak. I don't even want to mention it because I feel like that's going to spoil something. It's not really a major game or nothing like that. It's like a third-party game. So I don't know. I might as well just say it. It's a Rayman game. It's just, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be mad about that. But that's been making the rounds. Nate the Hate mentioned something about that. But that's really about it. But I want this state of play. I'm actually looking forward to this state of play. I really, because after the state of play that we had in February, which was actually really good and probably the best that we have had in a long time. So let's hope that they can actually top that. But in terms of like anything coming out from the state of play, that's all I can actually remember. On top of that, too, we got a massive problem here, guys. So yesterday, I didn't get to go in depth like I really wanted to because a lot of times, as you guys may know, whenever I'm doing these shows, I get hit with news left and right, and then I got to pivot from what I'm talking about to jumping on that. So now I can kind of simmer a little bit and kind of talk about what just happened yesterday. What just happened yesterday is not good news. I just hope y'all know that. When it comes to the Steam Deck, I mean, Steam Deck is from 2022, guys. 2022. I think this is pure greed. And, you know, it was what, like 3 months ago, Valve was like, yeah, we're completely, you know, out of stock. You know, we'll get more stock really soon. And then 3 months later, fast forward into now, they got more stock. And then you go up on the price. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I can't even recommend the Steam Deck anymore. I can't. You used to could be able to recommend it because it was cheaper and the value and it was just a console-like experience. I mean, for $950, you can't recommend that. You know, people already crying and complaining about, oh, Xbox Ally X is too expensive, you know, at $1,000, which that blows the Steam Deck out of the water. The Legion Go 2, let's not even talk about that. That's $2,000 freaking dollars, which is absolutely insane. We are in trouble right now. The Steam machine, they might as well just cancel the Steam machine. I'm not playing around, guys. I'm not playing around. Who's going to sit there and buy a Steam Deck now at $1,000? You know, like who's gonna do that? Nobody is going to think twice to do that. It's not worth it. The performance to dollar is not worth it. You might as well just cancel that Steam machine because the Steam machine is DOA at this point. If the Steam Deck is at $1,000, how much you think the Steam machine is going to be? It's not worth it. On top of that, moving forward, the PlayStation 6. I told y'all, you don't listen to me. I try to tell you boys, right? The PS6 and the Steam machine, they're both in trouble. In trouble in terms of pricing. I try to tell you. I try to tell you. Some of y'all talking about $500. You are out of your natural born mind. If you think that Sony is going to come out here and sell you a PlayStation 6 for $500, you're really trolling in your brains to think that. That's not going to happen. Be prepared for the worst. Be prepared to pay $1,000 for a PlayStation 6. I am not joking. Or more. I'm not joking. This is happening. Whether you like it, yes or no. All this stuff with RAM going on right now is not about to cool down anytime soon. Probably in the next 3 years max. So we are in trouble. Now we're getting priced out. I talked about this before, but some of y'all laughing and thinking it's funny. We're getting priced out. Right now we're getting priced out. We're getting so priced out to the point where a lot of people ain't gonna be able to gain no more. I am trying to tell you, the industry, the market right now is about to crash. I'm not even joking right now. It's gotten to the point where it's like, even people that used to could afford it is now questioning things like, man, I don't know if I can do this. I even saw a video from Moore's Law is Dead yesterday, and he's saying the same thing. You might as well just cancel that freaking Steam machine. PlayStation 6, think again. Those of y'all who are thinking that thing is going to be cheap, it is not. Helix is a whole different conversation because Helix is a hybrid. You know, it's basically a PC. It's supposed to be more powerful. It's supposed to be having more PC-like features. So that's already going to be expensive regardless. But PlayStation 6?
Just laughing instead of crying.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. You know, that's shouts to my mom. My mom used to say that all the time. She was like, man, sometimes you have to laugh before you can cry. And it's not even a joke. And to this day, my mom's was telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta laugh before you can cry. Because sometimes it's just the first thing that hits you is to just laugh. Because this is funny right now. It really is. It's not funny, but it is funny. You know what I mean? It's like, really? I told y'all. The worst time. Honestly.
I'm honestly thinking about getting to PC.
Might as well. I told y'all. Y'all don't listen to me, bro. I need you boys to listen to your boy. I'm not gonna lead y'all in the wrong direction, bro. Listen to your boy. You know what I'm saying? You are spending $1,000. Let me drop my pen right quick. Let's get into this. Buckle up. Put on your seatbelts. All right, safety first. Put on your seatbelts right now. I need y'all to listen to me. If you're at work right now, turn me up. Hopefully you're not disturbing the peace or nothing like that while you're at work. But listen to me. Listen to me now, because I'm about to turn up the heat in here. All right, so listen. It's about to get real hot up in here. So listen to me now, bro. $1,000 is the norm. You see what I'm saying? $1,000 is that new norm now. Already this year, I knew this was gonna happen. And a lot of us are gonna get priced out. What do I mean by priced out? You can't afford it. You cannot afford it. And I told y'all, I said, at this point, you might as well just save your money for a PC. Didn't I tell y'all that 3-4 streams ago? But you don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And then now y'all saying, oh man, Marley, you know what? Yes, at this point, you might as well save your money. You might as well save up your money and put it towards a PC, because a lot of these devices that they are charging these ridiculous $300 more for a Steam Deck, $250 more or $200 more for the 250, the 512 gigabyte version is not worth it. It is not worth it. There's laptops out there. There are computers out there that you can get, even though it's crazy right now, that can give you way better freaking performance. You know, but I get it. Oh, portability and yeah, but there are handhelds that are way cheaper. Believe it or not. If you look and know what to look for, you got to be smart with your money. It's not worth it. The performance of the Steam Deck, you're talking about somebody that owned the freaking Steam Deck. It ain't worth it. The price to performance is not worth it. These freaking bigger AAA games like, you know, Crimson Desert and, you know, First Light, 007 First Light, you know, Resident Evil 9. I mean, those games are bringing the freaking device to its knees. It's old. It's 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? It just can't do it. You know, for $1,000, it's not worth it. I used to could say, yo, hey, you know, even these consoles, I can't, it's not even just the Steam Deck, it's also these consoles. I can't recommend them. I can't. And I don't even think you guys are understanding what I'm saying. I can't recommend anything. I can't. The only way I can recommend things is if you go on the secondhand market and you can find them for under MSRP. Facts. I can't recommend anybody to go buy a PS5 Pro at MSRP right now. It's not worth it. I can't recommend anybody to go out there and go buy a Series X at MSRP. It is not worth it. It's not. It's not. $700 for a console from 5 years ago. It's not worth it. You see what I'm saying? It's just not. My opinion. It's just my opinion. Y'all ask me for my opinion all the time, and some of y'all come in here every single day. It's not worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Maybe it might be worth it to you. If you want to sit there and go ahead, pull the trigger, and get you a PS5 Pro for $900, be my guest. It's not worth it. Because when it's all said and done, all of this is going to come to an end. Everything must come to an end, bro. Everything has a beginning, and it also has an end. All this craziness going on with all this ridiculous prices, it will come down, but not anytime soon. So now it's kind of like we are in trouble in this space right now. I told y'all last year, some of y'all can remember the stream, the episode that I did last year. This was before Thanksgiving, before Black Friday, and I specifically told y'all boys, I said, man, if you want a Pro, if you want a PS5, if you want a Series X, now is the time. If you, I can go find that stream right now and tell you and show y'all. I specifically told y'all, I said, look, if you're trying to build a PC, get one now. Build a PC now. Don't wait till next year. Don't go into 2026 thinking that you are going to sit there and get away with building a PC for what the prices were. You're not going to find that now. It's expensive. NVIDIA does not care anymore about us. NVIDIA is for the AI bros. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these hardware and computer manufacturers, all they care, and console manufacturers, all they care is about the AI bros. They don't care about you. Never have, never will. The only thing they care about is your money.
When I had the chance.
Okay, all right. I already warned y'all and told y'all. I already told you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me put my chair up a little. I already told you. You know what I'm saying? I already told you. So, again.
$100 off Steam Deck if you used Marlin discount code.
You know what? You know what? I wish that was the case. I wish that was the case, though. I wish there was a discount code or something like that to help you boys out. Honestly, I wish. I wish there was a $100 Marlin discount code, or forget that, a $400 Marlin discount code. You know, not even just for the Steam Deck, but also for the PlayStation 6. Also for the Helix. You dig? Helix, I need you, baby. Now listen to me. Enough with the laughing. Listen to me now. Guys, this is not good. This is not good. I told you. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. The proof is there. You see what I'm saying? Sony is charging us $900 for a PS5 Pro. And it's not worth it. If Sony is charging you $900 for a PS5 Pro, if Valve is charging you $950 for a Steam Deck OLED 1 terabyte, if Microsoft is charging you $650 for a 1 terabyte Series X, if they're charging you $799 for a 2 terabyte Series X, how much you think the PlayStation 6 is going to be? How much you think the Helix going to be? Yeah, because every company is feeling it. Valve is feeling it, right? With getting hit, slammed hard with all these RAM freaking prices. They got to pay more for the RAM, so they're going to shove it in your face. You know what I mean? This thing is all profit, bro. This is old. You know how much? I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no, man, this APU that is in the Steam Deck is old. 4 years, probably, way back as far as 2019 hardware. 2019, 2020 hardware. Old. You see what I'm saying? So you already got enough. I don't want to hear nothing about, any company can say anything. Oh, there's a shortage. Oh, we don't have enough. How many years you've been stockpiling all these components? You know what I'm saying? All of it. This is straight profit. Straight profit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no excuses, because these companies, they know how to finesse you. If you want to believe that nonsense, believe what you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? These companies are freaking the mobs. You know, they know how to get you. Don't believe everything you read and hear, because behind the scenes, they know how to nickel and dime you. You see what I'm saying? They know. Yes, I know it's expensive for them to get RAM right now, but is it that expensive to the point where you're hitting us with a 40, 50, 60% increase? It's not, no. The math is not matted. But this is the price of doing business. You know what I'm saying? You want the product, you're going to have to pay for it. This is just the way it is. Now, here's the thing. This is the problem now, is that the value of these consoles are just depleted, rapidly depleted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the performance that you're getting for what you're paying, it's not worth it. The PlayStation 6, I'm telling you this right now, Sony playing with fire at this point, because, yeah, people are already complaining about the base PS5 being $650, right? So, listen to me. If people are already complaining and saying that, oh, that is just too expensive. Heck, when the freaking system was at $500, oh, no, that's too expensive. I can't afford it. So if you can afford $500, how in the name of Jesus are you going to afford another extra $150? You cannot. You can't. And then you're forgetting about Uncle Sam taxes. Listen to me. Uncle Sam is like, give me my money. And if you don't have any, use Uncle Sam's money, man, Uncle Sam don't care what he gotta seize to get his freaking money. He gonna seize everything, even the toilet in your house. He's gonna rip up that toilet out of the house and sell it. Even the underwear off of your box side, he's gonna sell too. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is real. This is real talk. You know, even the clothes off your back, he's gonna sell to get his money. So Uncle Sam needs his taxes, baby. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. Even the gold teeth in your head, need that too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sell that too. You know, I need my money. You know what I mean? Sam needs his money. So at the end of the day, bro, this is not a joke. We ain't doing this for fun. You better wake up, because some of y'all sleeping right now. You better recognize and understand that the fairy tale land that you were living in, oh yeah, you know, PlayStation 6 is gonna be $600. It's gonna be $500. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry to say it. You gotta remember, this is Zen 6 architecture. You see what I'm saying? The APU in this thing, oh man, bro, expensive. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. Just think about that for a second. Plus, Sony got to make a profit. You honestly, okay, listen. Pay attention to the market so you can find out all the secrets. Valve could just easily subsidize the price on the Steam Deck. 4-year-old market, 4-year-old freaking device. They could easily subsidize and sell it, you know what I mean, at the current price, at the original MSRP, but that's not going to happen. They're not going to subsidize anything for you. They ain't subsidizing a Christ-loving thing, brother. So listen to me and listen to me loudly and clearly, bro. Y'all, some of y'all think this is a joke. This is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? When you sit down and think about this, bro, like, you think Sony is going to subsidize? They're not going to do. Why? Okay. Why not subsidize on the PS5 Pro so more people can buy it? If they're not doing that, what makes you think they're going to do that with PlayStation 6? If they didn't do that on the PS5, the base PS5, what makes you think they're going to do that with PlayStation 6? It's just not going to happen. So everything that we're thinking and hoping that is going to be cheaper or going to be, no, it's not. It's really, really not. It's only going to get worse, guys. This is why I tried to tell you guys last year, get the hardware that you need. So when the storm comes, you're not shuffling around. You're not scrambling around. Oh, man, I need to go find this. I need to go find. It's insane. We're paying an arm and a freaking leg for old piece of technology, old tech. 6-year-old old tech. You're paying 3 times the price, double the price. It's not worth it. We're in trouble right now in this space. Gaming is getting out of reach. It's getting to the point now where, bro, what is going to sell you on these more expensive machines? It has to be the games. And we haven't really been getting a lot of that stuff this generation. Let's keep it $150, bro, across the freaking board. You see what I'm saying? This is the year where the heat got turned up. This is the year right here. Everything just got turned up a notch. Everything got turned up 550 degrees in that oven right now. The oven is way too freaking hot. Yeah, this is this year. We're getting games after games after games. Exciting games. 007 First Light. You know what I'm saying? Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Come on, wake up. Y'all sleep. Y'all, what time is it now? It's 12:37. You need to be out the bed. If you're not sick, if you can move your limbs, get up out the bed. Now listen to me now, man. This is real talk right now. So I'm telling you, we're getting these games. You know, Crimson Desert. You know what I'm saying? Like all these freaking games coming out right now. Everybody is playing and enjoying them. It's about time. Obviously, there's more games to come. You know what I'm saying? There's more games that we're looking forward to that we want to play. So, listen, man. Listen, even with these games, and this is the sad truth, even with these games being the way how they are, you're still gonna be like, I can't do it. You're still gonna be like, it's too expensive. I can't do it. So even and GTA 6 is probably the only game. I'm being as real as I can. GTA 6 is probably the only game that people are gonna take their little piggy bank and start shaking it. Are you gonna be like Smokey on Friday, trying to make $1,000 look like $100? 1, 2, 3. It's $1, but you're just flipping it back and forth. Oh, shoot. 5, 6, 7. Bro, it's $1. It's $1, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got. So you can shake your piggy bank all you want. You could go dig in your savings all you want. Probably for GTA 6, people might do that. But at the same time, it's like, is it even worth paying all that extra bread? Nope. It's not. Because next year or the year after, you're going to get hit with PlayStation 6, Xbox Helix, Steam Deck 2. You know what I'm saying? Ally 2. Are y'all sleeping? You still sleeping? You still don't get it, do you? So you're overpaying for old freaking technology. In other words, hold the line. Now, this is where the line needs to be legitimately hold. Let's hold the line, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, hold on to your money. Because I am telling you, you go into next year, you're going to be sorry. If they come out and say, hey, here's the new tech, right? You can't afford it because you already overpaid for the old tech. You see what I'm saying? You already paid for the outdated tech this year because you can't wait. So you go into next year and you're scratching your head and you're like, oh man, dang it. PS6 coming out, holiday 20. Dang it, man. I just bought a friggin' PS5 Pro for $1,000. Whose problem is that? Yours. Whose backside I gonna bun them? Your backside I gonna bun you like pepper. Nobody else's backside. Yours. This is why I try to tell you guys, don't let nobody pump you up and gas you up. Now is the time to penny pinch. Now is the time to be smarter with your money. Because these companies, they do not care. There's no way I'm going to sit there and buy a Steam Deck for $950. I would be insane to do that if I didn't have a Steam Deck. There's no way. I would be insane to buy a PS5 Pro for $900, knowing that there's a PlayStation 6 around the corner. Guys, what we really need is better games, man. What we need is we need to continue to get great games across the board. That's what we need. We need to get fantastic experiences. Continue to get that. But unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. Maybe, who knows, next year might not be like this year, where we get amazing technology or amazing, games. Maybe not. But we're just going to have to wait and see. So buckle up, grab yourself something to drink, some water, grab a snack, put on your seatbelts, and be along for the ride, baby. It's going down. All right. Let's do it. So check this out. So we're going to talk about GTA 6. And this one right here is coming from Take-Two CEO. So you want to pay attention. You want to pay attention to this one. Now, we did hear from an insider at the time that when it comes to reviews and things of that nature, they're not going to send out review copies because of leaks and this and that. Listen, let me just say this. Regardless of what's going to happen with review copies for GTA 6, no, it's not going to really matter. This is one of those games where people ain't going to really care about reviews. They're just going to buy the friggin' game because they know what they're getting themselves into. And so shout outs to Ben, Videotech out on Twitter. Another day, another Strauss Zelnick interview. GTA 6 reviews are incredibly important to Take-Two. At least I hope so, right? Rockstar's scores are typically in the mid-90s. Sometimes high 90s. Not many games can say that. He's telling the truth. And that's a reflection of Rockstar's commitment to quality. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Facts. 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 Hit him with facts. Listen. That's why I laugh so hard when people come in here and talk nonsense. Because, yes, I get it that a lot of people are impatient. I get it that I'm impatient too, but I know what we're going to get ourselves into. Besides the performance being up in the air. We don't know if it's going to be 30 or 60 frames per second. Besides frame rate, the quality of that game is going to be out of this world. It's going to be so freaking good. It's going to be finger licking good. You know what I'm saying? Like Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be that good. I do believe GTA 6 is going to be tipping the scale of high 90s score. In my opinion, I think it's going to be tipping the scale into the high 90s territory. Just my opinion, but that's what I believe. I think it's going to be the highest rated game of all time when it comes out. Just my opinion. I'm not the kind of person to get so, hyper on reviews and stuff like that. But this game is going to be, mark my word what I tell you, this game is going to be Rockstar's best work yet. Out of all the games that Rockstar has created, you know what I'm saying? This one is going to be the best one. No doubt. Story, characters, world, everything. This is going to be the game. I do believe that wholeheartedly. I could be wrong. I don't see how I could be wrong. But this game is going to be pushing higher than 90s. Like, no joke. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what else could make this game not score high 90s or even higher than that. And then he also followed up and said, staff layoffs not expected when GTA 6 launches. So they're not going to be laying off staff or anything like that, which is a good sign. Because obviously, man, this has been, my heart goes out to these developers who have been on this game for 13 years. That's a long time. But they are so well paid, and they're going to continue to get paid very well after this game comes out, because royalties and everything like that. So I'm telling you guys, this game, I'm telling y'all, it's going to break all kind of records, which everybody knows this already. But reviews is going to break the review score system probably all time. It's probably going to be the highest rated game of all time. It's going to beat out all the Mario games. It's going to beat out all the Zelda games, all the Metroid games, all those higher rated freaking games that you can think of. Bye-bye to those games. Yep. So, yeah, man, it's definitely going down. Definitely going down. Hit that like button for me. Share out the stream. Appreciate you guys for being here. But, yeah, man, this is what was said. And like I said, I'm looking forward to this game, man. I can't wait for the third trailer. I think some of you guys are literally hyped at this point. I think some of you guys are hyped. So there's that. Ban, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Welcome to the stream. One love and God bless. All right, so let's move on now. Let's move on. You guys are quiet in the stream today. Chat is moving like 10 minutes per chat. Let's go. All right, so let's talk about the Steam Deck situation. All right, now I wanted to kind of go over this a little bit more in depth. We touched upon it yesterday, but I want to touch upon it today. All right? Yeah, people are sleeping, dude. The chat is not even moving. Like, I was looking for like a straight almost 3 minutes, and nobody was saying anything. Like, chat was just completely dead. I had to look back at my streaming thing, and are we live? Like, are we even live? Everybody's sleeping, bro. I told y'all be sleeping. It's supposed to be a live stream, and y'all over here. What am I even talking about? Oh, GTA again. GTA again. Leave me alone, baby. Oh, Lord. Trying to get some sleep. What? What is he talking about? Oh, Steam Deck. I don't care about the Steam Deck. I'm going back to sleep. That's some of y'all right now. Even on the job, some of y'all are sleeping. You're sleeping right now. Boss man just stepped out of the freaking lunchroom. Here you go. Guess it's time to go back to work. Wake up! Wake up. What the freak are we doing today? Now listen to me. The boys over there sleeping. Wake up, man. Wake up. All right, so we got to talk about this. He said good night. No, wake up. Wake up. Talk about good night. In time for bed? It's time to wake up. Get up out of the bed. Listen, don't let me come over there. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me come over there. Wake up. Wake yourself up. Break yourself, fool. Wake up. Some of y'all boys are still sleeping, bro. You're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? It is 1 o'clock and y'all sleeping, bro? Oh, my God. This is why you need to take care of yourself and make sure you take your vitamins and exercise, man. Y'all still sleeping, bro. Wake up. Wake up. Y'all still sleeping. It's time to wake up. Now, listen to me now. We are in trouble. I need y'all attention right now. We are in freaking trouble right now. When you're in trouble, you need to be alert. It ain't time for sleeping and drooling. Get up off of that bed. Get up out of that bed. The bed is like, all right, time for you to get up. Okay? So listen to me. This is a problem right here. Look at this. Y'all know I was just messing with y'all. Look at this, guys. We talked about it yesterday, and we didn't get to talk about it for real, for real. What do y'all think about these prices? Like, what do y'all think about these prices, bro? Guys, this is not good. This is not good. This worries me, bro. This worries me. Because this worries me about the PlayStation 6, and it worries me about the Steam machine. You might as well not even bother coming out with a Steam machine at this point. Because at these prices, my God, getting robbed in broad daylight so everybody can see. This is not even pickpocketing. This is like getting stripped of all your belongings in broad daylight in front of everybody. Everybody just standing around like, we don't care. We don't freaking care. This is, oh my God. Guys, we're getting ripped off. This is like ripped off to the highest. We're getting scammed at this point. It's just not, it's just, how is this even worth it? $800 for a 512 gigabyte device, and then $950 for a 1 terabyte Steam Deck OLED. That is not worth it. You can get a nice PC, a decent PC at this moment. There are PCs out there that you can get that will blow the Steam Deck out of the water. There are other handhelds out there that you can get that can blow the Steam Deck out of the water. It is not worth it. So this worries me about the PlayStation 6. For all we know, this could be the PlayStation 6 prices. $789 to $950. Who knows? Maybe that is going to be the PlayStation 6 prices. And of course, what is people going to say then when they see those prices? They're going to be like, wait, Marlon, there's just no way. Yes way, bro. Guys, this is not good. These companies don't care. This is all profit. I hope y'all open. Some of y'all like to defend Valve like you do defend Sony. This is why I try to tell you boys to wake up. because there's no defending this. This is all profit. This is ridiculous. This is all profit. You know what I mean? No subsidizing, no nothing, all robbery, all profits. Valve, Gabe Newell, this is all profit for Gabe. Literal all profit. I mean, he's making hand over fist at this point, right? And people are gonna buy it because it's Valve. Valve is just like Sony, guys. Valve is just like Sony and Nintendo. You can't talk anything negative, or you can't give constructive criticism or anything like that towards Nintendo or Sony or Valve, or else you're in trouble. Or else the Resident Evil 4 boys are gonna come after you with their pitchforks and their shovels and their machetes. I'm not even playing. Y'all better wake up. It's almost 1 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? And this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. People are going to say, oh, you know, it's still, no, it's not. It's not worth it. You're just throwing away your money, and then 2 years later, you're going to get hit with, oh, Steam Deck 2. We already heard about the rumor that Steam Deck 2 is targeting 2028, right? Could be earlier depending on this RAM stuff. How much you think the Steam Deck 2 is going to be? Y'all are still sleeping right now. If this is $1,000 for 1 terabyte, how much you think the Steam Deck 2 is going to be? The Steam Deck 2, ladies and gentlemen, you're still sleeping right now, is probably going to be $1,500 to $2,000. You're getting priced out. No longer can I recommend. No longer can I recommend a Steam Deck to anybody. I recommended the Steam Deck all the time to people. If you want a console-like experience with, you don't have to worry about Windows and all these, garbage updates and all that, get yourself a Steam Deck. If you want a console-like experience, some of these games are optimized only for Steam Deck, get a Steam Deck. I can't do that anymore. I can't tell people to buy a Steam Deck anymore, and it's so freaking sad. So these Steam Decks, whenever they do restock on both these versions, they're going to sit there and dry rot in the box because it's not worth it. But you know what? Because it's Valve, just like Valve, Nintendo, and Sony, people are going to buy it. And people are always going to damage control for Sony. They're going to damage control for Valve. They're going to damage control for Nintendo. You know what I mean? But if it's Microsoft, if this was Microsoft charging $950, the internet would be at a higher uproar right now. The internet would have been saying, oh, have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind, Microsoft? How dare you, Microsoft? People be flying down Microsoft's throat right now. How dare you do this, Microsoft? But no, it's Valve, so they get a pass. Oh, it's Sony, so they get a pass. Oh, it's Nintendo, they get a pass. No, nobody gets a pass, bro. I understand what's going on in the world, but at the same time, where is the mercy for consumers? Where is the mercy? Shout outs to my man, Money Bomb 3615. Thank you for the 500 jewels, my brother. Thank you so much. Where is the mercy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest at this point. Where is the mercy? Where is the mercy? Where is the olive branch? Thank you so much, my brother. Where is the olive branch for us, the gamers? These companies, they don't feel sorry for us. Yes, I understand that these companies are getting hit left, right, and center. But at the same time, it's like, bro, what about us? You know what I'm saying? Some of us been working the same job for 10, 15, 20 years, 5 years, getting the same pay. Some of us are homeless right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of us don't even have a job right now. You know what I mean? Some of us are going through, I don't know what your individual, some of us are sick. Some of us have all kind of issues going on with us. We just can't afford it. We would like to, but we can't. These companies don't care about your situation, bro. And this is why I try to get your boys to understand for years. These companies that you are defending, they don't care. All these companies, bro, they're no different from players, bro. They don't different from pimps. You know, for real. This is real talk. You guys subscribe to me for the real, and I'm giving y'all the real. Some of y'all don't want to hear the real, but the real is the real. They don't care, bro. The only thing that these companies care about is their shareholders and investors. Those are the people that they're going to make happy before you. You're at the bottom. Always remember that first and foremost. You're at the bottom and will remain at the freaking bottom. Who is you? You see what I'm saying? Who is you? You're nobody. Remember? You're nobody. We just take your money from you. Remember? We just take that money. You know what I mean? They're no different from loan sharks. We just take your money, bro. Hey, man. Hey. Check in, bro. Check in. Just like what Sony was trying to do recently. Check in. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you check in. Where's that money? You know what I'm saying? Every month, these companies, y'all think this is a joke. This is the realest talk you're ever going to get on YouTube. Facts. You see what I'm saying? All freaking facts. Some of y'all are sleeping, and you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure that you're checking in every single month with these companies. If you are not checking in other words, if you don't have that subscription money, if you don't have that game money, if you don't have that console money, your backside burn ya like a pepper. And it's not even a joke. So listen to me right now. If you don't have that green, your backside are going to burn you like a pepper. Hot Scotch bonnet Jamaican pepper. So you better wake up, because some of y'all are still sleeping. Come the time, judgment time, in 2027, for these consoles, for this PlayStation 6 and this Helix, y'all think it's funny? Maybe 2026, not in 2026, maybe 2027, maybe 2028. Come on.
A company job is to stay in the green, not on red.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that means stay in the green and not in the red. And that means, hey, finesse y'all boys. You know what I mean? Nickel and dime you for every dollar you got. That's what that means. So I'm telling you right now, some of y'all don't want to even hear it, man. But it's the truth. You don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. That's the reality that we're dealing with. These companies operate off of one thing and one thing only, and is to make money. That's it. They don't want to be in the negative. They want to be in the positive. You see what I'm saying? And if it means, hey, let's jack up the price way higher than what we want to jack it up at so we can make even more money.
Marlon, you got Bunya Like a Pepper merch?
Oh, man, I might have to get some Bunya Like a Pepper merch. I might have to get some Bunya Like a Pepper merch. Yeah, man. Yeah, I might have to get you Bunya Like a Pepper merch. I might have to come out with that. For real. I might 100%. You know what I'm saying? We probably gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, come out with that, man. You know, that might sell like crazy. Bunya like a pepper. For real. 100%. That's my dad saying, though. I just borrowed it from my dad, because my dad was the one that told me that. For real. That's exactly what's happening right now. Left, right, and center. Doesn't matter which direction you turn, you're feeling it. You see what I'm saying? And it's 100% real. It really is. So some of y'all don't want to hear it, but I'm telling you, come the PlayStation 6, come the Xbox Helix, oh boy, I want to see the look on some of y'all faces. But as of right now, PlayStation 6, Steam Machine, Xbox Helix, oh boy, we're in trouble, guys, because those machines are going to be very expensive. I just don't see these companies subsidizing the price. I just don't see it. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. All right, let's keep it pushing. Now, let's talk about MW4. Now, there's a couple things.
Because of the direction everything is headed this new gaming generation, better start saving. Don't be surprised when PS6 and Helix are $1,599 to $2,000.
Yeah, you're right. Say it with me, Mark. Let me get a beat on right now, because these boys think this is a joke. Bunya. Hey. Bonya, bonya, bonya like a pepper. Bonya, bonya, bonya like a pepper. Bonya, bonya, bonya like a pepper. Inaya, bonya, bonya like a pepper. You think this is a joke? You talk about you don't have it. Bonya, 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 bonya like a pepper. You talk about you can't afford it. Man, get out of here. You talk about you ain't got it. Man, get out of here. You talking about the PlayStation 6 is gonna be $5. You talking about the Helix, man, you gotta ride $1,500. You better have it. Your box side bonya like a pepper. You gotta have it because you need it. So stop playing with it. Come up with that money, man. We ain't playing with you. Bonya, 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 bonya like a pepper. 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 Woo! Woo! It feels good to play with you boys sometimes. It feels good to be cringe, baby. Bonya, 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 bonya. Bonya, 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 bonya. Listen, you better take the advice of Mark. Y'all think this is a joke? You think this is funny? Just wait. Just wait till 2027. You think this is a game? Just wait. Just wait till 2028. Bonya, 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 bonya. Just wait. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, no, this doesn't apply to me. Oh, no, I don't care about the Steam Deck. Oh, no, I don't care about the Helix. All I care about is the PlayStation 6. Oh, we gonna find out when Sony reveals the prices. Bonya, bonya. And then you out there talking about you buying a PS5 Pro for $900. Bonya, bonya, bonya. Like a pepper. Woo! So listen to me. Y'all think this is a joke. I'm going to tell you, listen, man, this generation, bro, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I told y'all, it's like having ants in your clothes. Your box side burning you from all sides. You know what I mean? You're like, oh. You're doing the paranoid dance. You're like, oh my God, my money. Yeah, money just coming out of your pocket from. Listen, man. Listen. I know some of y'all be like, Marlon is crazy. I am crazy. But the reality is this, man. I told y'all. I already warned y'all to tell y'all, save your money. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do with your money. But you can't say I didn't tell you. You cannot say I did not tell you, because going into next year, PlayStation Plus is going to go up again. Bonya. Game Pass is going to go up again. Bonya. PlayStation 6 is going to be coming out. Bonya. Xbox Helix is going to be coming out. Bonya. The game prices are fixing to go up even higher. Bonya. So, the choice is yours. Make a choice. Make a choice, baby. What do you want to do? Bonya. Whichever direction you're going to take. Go buy a PS6. Go buy a Helix. Go buy these new games for next generation. Bonya, all different directions. Bonya. Yeah. All right. So, let's move on. All right, I'm done talking. Let's move on. Can't say I didn't tell y'all. So, let's talk about MW4. All right. The game looks good. So there's a couple things I wanted to let you boys know. So Modern Warfare 4 campaign can be played offline. That's the way it should continue to be. Also, Activision has confirmed that Call of Duty Warzone is shutting down on last-gen PlayStation and Xbox consoles later this year. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Yep, because there's no need. There's literally no need. So this new MW4 is going to be taking place. This new MW4 is going to be taking place in Korea. Seemed like the engine has evolved. The engine looks really good. So I think a lot of people are excited. And yeah, man, let's go ahead and let's take a look at it. Let's go. Let's take it away. All right, pay attention to your screen. Let me pull you all over here. Bonya like a pepper. Bonya, bonya, bonya. All right, so here is the trailer. The reveal trailer, baby. It's mixed with cutscenes. You dig. And then shout out to Bill Kun. The real leaker is Bill Kun right here. Because I remember that was MW4's cover right there, cover art. So see, you want a reliable insider? Bill Kun is the man right there. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look.
10 mics to your asses better be in formation north of the stadium. Orders are anytime, any place. Sergeant J.
Hold on.
Keep your scouts in line.
Bonya, 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 like a pepper.
The new guy's low on rations.
Fast guys.
Who's that? A K-pop star?
The new supreme leader of North Korea.
Oh shit! I mean, that dude looks younger than I am.
Uh-oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold on now.
You're still the one.
It looks good, man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
What did you do?
Wow.
But I had to.
We make our own rules of
Dang.
engagement now. You are moving a weapon of war.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but
Exists.
wow. It looks good.
You do what you need to. Because you know I will.
It looks good. I can't believe I'm doing that. Oh my God. Whoa. Whoa. No jetpacks. Get that garbage out of here, bro. Oh my God. It looks good, man. It looks good.
We are not ready. We could all die tonight. We don't even get a choice.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You broke a lot of rules, Price. No more rules.
Oh.
Wow. This is Ireland PS. Boys are
there, man. Y'all know what time it is.
If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up, giddy up. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype, get hype, get hype, get hype, man. It's a woo, woo. Yo, that looks good, man. That looks freaking good. That looks good. I know Call of Duty just seems like it's just been going down the toilet lately. Obviously, Black Ops 6 wasn't terrible, but it was okay. And then Black Ops 7 was just horrible. You know what I mean? Dumpster fire. And then Modern Warfare, obviously, this is like a remake, basically. And it's going to be on Switch too. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be on Switch too as well. So everybody's going to eat. For the first time, I think, since the Wii U, I don't think that any Call of Duty games was on the Switch, if I remember correctly. So this is good for Nintendo. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but this is good for Nintendo as well. So it's going to be on the Switch too. And it's also going to be on PS5. PS5 and Series X current gen only, thank God. But I want to see gameplay. It's a mixture of gameplay and CGI, but I want to see. But it looks good. It looks good. And the fact that another highlight reel here, guys, you have to look at this right here. It's going to be obviously taking place in South Korea. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be like a young Korean, run soldier. Also, too, another thing I wanted to highlight, too, the multiplayer, they said, seems fine, but not exciting, obviously. I mean, you play one COD, you play them all. It's going to be, 12 new 6v6 maps spread across the globe. MW4 is arriving on day one with dedicated gunfight maps, multiple big war maps built for vehicular action, and perhaps most intriguing of all, the kill block. So there it is. I mean, there's not going to be probably nothing special about the multiplayer, but the game does look freaking good. You could tell that Dallas, what's up? Look at the character models and stuff like that. You could tell that the engine evolved, definitely. I mean, and that's all I'm saying. Reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? And give us something fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like give us something like more to the roots. And this is another thing, is they're going boots on the ground. Like I told you guys, it's going to be boots on the ground Call of Duty. It's not going to be running on the wall and all this kind of stuff, yada, yada. It's boots on the ground. I was tired of the whole jetpacks and all this and that. So to kind of really see this, and it also looks a little bit like Battlefield 6. I see it has that Battlefield on that beach section. I'm kind of getting that Battlefield 6 kind of vibe. So Infinity Ward is one of the greatest to ever do it when it comes to Call of Duty and stuff like that. So, and then also it says right here that MW4 at the end of the event, this list included a theater mode and also the ability to pause the campaign and play offline. Thank you. Because that should be the case. That should have always been the case, but I guess I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know. But you'll have the ability, the list includes the theater mode, the ability to pause the campaign and play offline, map voting, red dots on the mini map, and the classic perks. So this all sounds fine to me, but I can't shake the feeling that nothing they showed really seemed to define the MW4 multiplayer well beyond realistic. So we haven't seen the multiplayer yet. I guess they had a private event where they were really showing off all this stuff and everything like that, but we'll see. Now, a lot of the modes that you can expect will be back launch, including the deathmatch, hardpoint, kill confirm, search and destroy, and gun game. And yes, there will be more will be added in the future updates. It's a Call of Duty game in 2026. So there is that. All right, that's for the multiplayer stuff. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing this. I want to see more. It does look really good. So let's see. And it coming to Switch 2 as well.
Cinema No Lies Switch 2 players are eating and they're gonna eat
Yep.
even more hopefully on June along with Xbox and PS fans.
Yep.
Pike stretch on El Salvador out.
Yeah,
Thumbs up emoji.
hey, Pika, what's up, man? Hey, let's go. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. And I'm not surprised. Listen. Listen to me. I'm not surprised here that, you know, this, remember, Microsoft, when they bought Activision back in 2023, this was from the idea of, you know, them inking that 10-year deal with Nintendo, you know, for Call of Duty and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised that it's coming to Switch 2. And I'm excited about the Switch 2 version because, you know, the Switch 2 is more powerful than the Switch. And with DLSS and with Unreal Engine 5.8 and all these different good signs for performance on Switch, this is awesome, you know, for Switch 2. So yeah, man, for people with the Nintendo Switch 2, most people are probably going to buy it on the Switch 2 for that portability. But you know, people that want to play it on Series X and play it on PS5 and PS5 Pro. But you guys know I get access to Call of Duty every single year, thank God. You know, we're blessed to be able to be in that position. So I'll try to ask for like multiple copies so that we can basically do like comparisons and stuff like that, see how it looks on the PS5 Pro versus the Series X version. And then maybe if I can get a Switch copy, we'll see. Switch 2 copy, we'll see. But yeah, so we'll see what happens, you know, but it's definitely looking promising right now. Mosquito says, Marlon, current prices will kill at least half the market. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, Mosquito, I was just talking about it earlier. You know what I mean? And people thought I was joking. You know what I mean? Man, we are screwed, bro. We are screwed when it comes to tech, when it comes to purchasing hardware, we are priced out, bro. There's going to be a crash happening real soon, man. There's just no way. People are finding it hard right now to survive. You know what I mean? If you don't have a decent job, if you're not well off, then you're feeling the brunt of all of this. High gas prices, you know, rent going up, mortgages going up, food going up, everything is going up. So Mosquito, it's no joke, bro. This is real. This is happening right now. So it's modern warfare. That's what it stands for, modern warfare. But yeah, man. So like I said, Nintendo fans, you know, this is awesome for Nintendo fans. Where them Nintendo boys at? Where them Nintendo boys at, man? Hey, where them Nintendo boys at, man? Let me see some fire emotes if you're a Nintendo boy. I need for you to get hype. Them Nintendo boys, I'm gonna need for you to get hype. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need for you to get hype. Let's go. Let's go. Where them Nintendo boys at? Because you're gonna be eating good. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be eating real good if you're a Nintendo boy. You got game chat. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have your game chat now. You know, you're gonna be able to play online with your boys. It's gonna be interesting to see the performance of the Switch 2. Like, I really probably want to see what the Switch 2 version is gonna look like. That's probably what's gonna get the most attention, is the Switch 2 version. The PS5 and the Series X version, yes, but the Switch 2 version, yeah, man, a lot of people are going to be curious to see, because this does look really good. So I'm really hoping that it runs at 60 frames per second. So you have Star Fox coming out, June 25th or something like that, or end of June, Star Fox, and then you also have MW4. So let's go, man. Let's go. Switch boys, let's go. Hey. All right, so let's talk about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Yes, we have it in the thumbnail. It's not just for show. We're going to be talking about it. So, and with what we're talking about right now, I'm going to just tell you right now, it is still not worth $900, but this is really good. Shout to Skillful. I will forever. Listen, man, as long as Skillful still comes to these streams and he continues to show up You know, I will always, whether he's here or not, I will always give this man his flowers because this man fork out $787, I think. Maybe he can correct me if I'm wrong. And just out of nowhere, drop it so that we can get a Pro. So I appreciate you, man. For people who owns a PS5 Pro at launch, it's really nice to see, you know what I mean, the performance difference between the base PS5 and the Pro. I know it's not a big jump for a lot of people enough to buy one, at least at these current prices. I don't recommend it, but for PS5 Pro owners, we need to see more and more improvements like RE9, Crimson Desert, you know, 007 First Light, which we're going to be talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Sorrows, you know, like more and more games like that. So, so let's go ahead here. If Skillful's in here, man, God bless you, brother. He said 007 First Light sold 1.5 million copies in the first one. Thank God. It well deserved. Well deserved. You know what I'm saying? Well deserved. Let's take it away. So, look at this. 007 First Light Tech Analysis reveals just how far ahead the PS5 Pro is. 60 FPS and much better image quality on PS5 Pro. Still don't think it's worth $900. It's not worth $900, but like I said, if you can find a PS5 Pro for under MSRP, then I think it's worth it. Now, obviously, as you guys can see here, it sounds like across the game's performance and quality modes on the original system, 007 First Light is perfectly playable. However, if you are after a considerably enhanced experience, then you want to be playing it on PS5 Pro. It says focus in first on the base. The game runs at 60 frames per second in performance mode and 30 FPS in quality mode. According to the outlet, though, the issues on the system, on the standard system, stem from the image quality for 007 First Light has an internal resolution of just 720p in performance mode and 1080p in quality mode. Now, obviously, the game relies on FSR 3.1.5, which produces familiar image characteristics, including noticeable flickering in obviously static shots and chunky digital reconstruction artifacts when in motion. So if you come down here, obviously they said the PS5 Pro, the base PS5 has fuzzy graphics in certain areas or whatnot. Now, according to Digital Foundry, it's on the PS5 Pro where 007 First Light truly shines. It offers a single mode, the base PS5's quality mode, except it's running at 60 FPS. On top of that, the recently updated PSSR 2 feature is helping to significantly boost the visual quality of the game. The PS5 Pro offers a much cleaner and sharper experience thanks to the use of Sony's PSSR, which is a significant improvement over the base machine's FSR 3, the site said. So in our time with the PS5 Pro version, we experienced just a single crash. Besides that, it runs without a hitch, and it looks fantastic overall. Obviously, my experience so far, it is running on. He says, big up, Top Dog, Skillful, bless up to Marlon, mods, and listeners. Happy Gaming Thursday to all. Big ups, big ups, big ups, man. Big ups, big ups, big ups. Big ups. Big ups, man. Gaming on all consoles. Love you, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you. All right. Now, check this out. I don't know if you guys know about this, but I wanted to bring it to y'all attention in terms of a demo. Sometimes I really miss back in the day when these companies used to give us like demos and stuff like that. It was really, really cool, right? Really, really cool. So, let's take a look at it. All right. So, RE9 demo. If for whatever reason you never got a chance in late February to play Resident Evil 9, it is like literally one of my game of the year for this year. And literally best Resident Evil game ever made since Resident Evil 2 and the original Code Veronica Man, there's so many Resident Evil games. My God, like, it's just Village was good too as well. Like there's so many. You know what I'm saying? Like if you missed out on playing the demo, or not missed out on playing the demo, but if you missed out on playing the game, you can go download the demo for PS5 right now. So I really want to kind of let you guys know that the demo version allows you to play a part of the game's early stages. Please know that that saved data from the demo version cannot be transferred to the full game. So that's just the only thing. But I just wanted to bring it to y'all attention that there is a demo for RE9. So in case if, you know, you couldn't afford it or you were waiting for a sale or whatever your situation is, go check out the demo for PS5. And I would assume that it's also on Xbox as well. So go check it out. There's also, Benny B said this is what we want on the Pro, a single mode. Exactly, Benny B. He said this is what we want on the Pro, a single mode which packs everything. You know what I'm also thinking? I'm also thinking that's probably going to be the case for the PS5 Pro. Not PS5 Pro, I'm tripping. GTA 6. Now, think about this, right? This is where the PS5 Pro could pull away from the base PS5 with GTA 6, right? Where base PS5 offers quality and performance, and then PS5 Pro just have one mode, right? Where it combines performance and quality, and on top of that, we have PSSR 2, and then we get whatever frame rate we're going to get for GTA 6, and that's it. Or it could be a ray tracing mode, who knows? But I can kind of see them doing that, where it's just one mode, right? Combining the base PS5's, you know, both of their graphics modes, which is the quality and performance, fuse them in together, and then add the PSSR 2 to it. I can see that, you know what I mean? But we'll see. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. And people with PS5 Pros, they should be happy for any sort of improvements. It said, did you hear that Code Veronica might show up at the Summer Game Fest? Yes. I hope so. I really do. I really hope so. All right, so let me go to Insider Gaming right quick. Let me see. So let me see here.
Marlon, I came in late, so why the PS6 and Steam Machine in trouble? Is it because of the Helix?
No, it's because of the price hike for the Steam Deck. So because of the price hike of the Steam Deck, it's going to send a massive ripple effect to the Steam Machine. The Steam Machine is probably going to be DOA because people are already saying if this thing is like $6.99, anything higher than $6.99, it's just not going to be worth it. And with them going up on the Steam Machine, I mean the Steam Deck like this, it's not good. It's not a good sign. And it's also not a good sign for the PlayStation 6 because that means that PlayStation 6 is probably going to be darn expensive. If a Steam Deck 4-hero hardware is $950, come on, guys. Come on, use your heads. You know what I mean? Like it's not good. It's not good. It's definitely not good. So there's that. Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to show you guys really quickly here. There's a game that looks just like The Last of Us. Last of Us Part 2 online. Factions 2. Apparently some developers, after Factions 2 got canceled, it's supposed to be showing up today at this, let me see if I can find it. It looks pretty good, to be honest. Oh, here it is. It looks pretty good. So apparently it's called Terminal War Game or something like that. Yeah, so it's basically an upcoming third person competitive shooter game. It looks like it could, have the mechanics of Last of Us Part 2. So, and this is like early footage, but let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. my God. Goodness gracious. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks promising. So basically the team, after The Last of Us Online was canceled, you know, these developers, they made their own game similar to The Last of Us Online. So I got to give it to them for trying, man, because I don't think Sony actually gets it, bro. I don't think Sony gets it. I don't think Sony gets it, bro. Like people would really want a Last of Us Online. It's a shame. Who knows? Maybe when we get Last of Us 3, we might, you know, we might get that. I mean, I'll just have to wait and see what happens. Maybe we might get online again for Last of Us 3. Who knows? I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't bring it back. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why they wouldn't bring it back. It just doesn't make sense, man. You know what I mean? You cancel a game that, God, dude, makes no sense. But we're in the Q&A portion right now, guys. Q&A. Let's get it. So what's up? What's up, bro? Nintendo Switch 2 version Call of Duty Modern Warfare features cross-play, cross-progression, optional Joy-Con, 2 mouse controls, and it runs at 60 FPS. Wow, that's awesome. Hey, that Streamlab link is Yes, it is. It's Goku. Yes. Yes, gamer on all console. The link that you see in the description where it says donate here, which is optional, yes, that's Goku. Dean, let's go! Whoa! Oh my God! Uncle Phil! Uncle Phil! Let's go! Skull, baby! Let's go! Oh my God, you guys just cleared the board. What is going on? What is going on? Let's go, man! Let's go! God, have mercy. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
We'll make our own destiny.
Yes. Yes, man. Get ready for the members stream coming up, man. We got some bangers coming up for you boys. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Uncle Phil, let's go, man. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, man. I got y'all. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it.
We'll make our own destiny.
We're going to watch it.
We will make our own destiny.
We are going to watch it. I'm just trying to make sure that. Thank y'all so much, man.
We'll make our own
Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil. God. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go, man. Let's go. Thank you, Uncle Phil, man. Uncle Phil coming through, as always, the legend himself. And shout outs to my man, Dean, with the 5, baby. Listen, man, you better get hype. You better get hype. Because listen, the members only stream that we got coming up is going to be fire. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about retro games. We're going to be showing off some retro games. We're going to be talking about games that we want Sony and Microsoft to bring back, games that we want to see at the showcase, at the showcases, plural, at the showcases that are coming up, because next week is showcase season, baby. So we got banger content coming up. So if you haven't already become a member, what the heck are you waiting on, baby? Let's go. Hey. Let's go, man. Let's go. We're in the building right now. You know, we're gonna check out this this insider gaming. Oh, here it is. Here it is right here. Here it is. Here it is. So shout out to Tom Henderson, man, for doing his own showcase. So we're gonna go ahead and cover this. I promise you guys that we're gonna cover it. So insider gaming showcase. They're gonna be showing off 55 games apparently. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And put a timestamp on it. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me, guys. Share out the stream. We appreciate you, boys. Let me make sure I have the timestamp correct. All right, we're good. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. And hold on. Let me switch screen. Let me get our music over here. Let me get our music over here, and we should be good. And yeah, don't expect GTA 6 to be showing up here, okay? Because I know some of y'all, I know how some of y'all roll. GTA 6, GTA 6. You ain't getting no GTA 6 here, okay? You ain't getting no GTA 6 here, okay? I'm going to just tell you that right now. You're not getting no GTA 6, baby. Get GTA 6 out of your heads. Thank y'all for the support, man. For real, though. You guys are... Thank you guys so much, man. I can't even say thank you enough. Shout out to Uncle Phil. Shout out to Dean. You guys are legends. Thank y'all, man. Because of y'all support, we're able to do these streams, bro. We're able to continue to do these shows for you boys. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. For real, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. You're not going to get... Listen. You're not going to get the trailer 3 here, man. GTA 6 ain't going to be here, bro. It's not going to be here. You're not going to get it. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to come, what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up here to perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nicky, I'm boarding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice as cold as it gets. I live.
We will make our own destiny.
Yeah. We definitely, bro. We are definitely getting it. You know? Yeah, we. Yeah, we might be getting that, KM. We might be getting that, you know? We might be getting that. 13 more minutes. 13 more minutes, boys. 13 more minutes. Tides of Annihilation. Yeah. Let's see what happens with that. Yeah, we haven't seen anything here, but apparently, according to Tom Henderson, it should be about 50 games, 55 games. So we'll see. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I think so, gamer. I think so. Get your money up, bro, boys. Broke boys, get your money up. Broke boys, get your money up. Here you go, broke boys, get your money up. Hey, stop it. I steady going crazy with it. Trying to buy something you can't afford, boy. Yes, I have a PS Portal. Bro, boys, get your money up. Nathan! Let's go, bro.
We will make our own destiny.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Get money up for GTA 6.
There you go. Get your money up for GTA 6. You already know. Hey. Let's see here. Let me get back to this. It says no way Switch 2 will get Unreal 6. Unbelievable. Really? Is that confirmed? Enzo says, Marlon, did you make that 500 for the song be recorded and released? No, we did not get. Unfortunately, we did not get. We had it up there for a couple days, and then nobody donated for us to. So yeah, we have not made it. We have not made it. So yeah, because I don't think people realize, like, man, making a song, making an album, it's very expensive because you have a producer and you also have an engineer, and those things are expensive, especially if you want. Because the beats that I do play on stream is obviously not my own beats. I wish they were. And I just don't have the time like I used to sit down and make beats and all those kind of things. Not like I used to, like 15, 20 years ago when I didn't have, a wife or a kid or something like that, maybe. But right now it's just, I have a lot of things going on. So, but yeah, that price seems to be like a standard price. Because everywhere else is way higher than that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Marlon, always appreciate the vibes, man. I love talking to you, and thank you for always looking out for the people you care about. It's not many like you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's one of those things where I've always said, the real people that's been supporting the channel since the very beginning, you guys know who you are. You, McShawn, you've been there since 2020, I believe, 2019, 2020. You've been around a long time. You've seen the highs and the lows with the channel and where we are today. It's nothing but hard work. And you guys know I'm always honest with y'all. I always take the time out of my day. Like I said, I'm very busy outside of YouTube. Like, I have other things going on, but I try to make this a priority, for you guys. And also, you guys keep messaging and emailing and, hey, especially if I miss a day, are you okay? You guys checking on me and stuff like that, on my mental, stuff like that. So thank you, McShawn. I appreciate it, man. And you've been going crazy with the support lately, man. Thank you so much, bro. I know it's a very hard time for all of us right now, but I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Especially in this economy, it's crazy, So thank you guys, man. Thank y'all for the support. You, Uncle Phil, There's No Hope For You, all of you guys. I ain't even got to mention no names, man. You know who you are. The wife says, let's see here. I said, also, it's literally pointless since so many people from the stream fed into negativity and talk crap about it. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. I know people, and this, let me say that now that we only got 4 more minutes, so let me try to hurry up and talk about it.
Just wanted to say, bro, if you can pray for my grandma. She just went into the hospital over the weekend with stage 4 cancer. I've been going through it. It's just been an emotional weekend. Sad face emoji. Smiling face with tear
Sean,
emoji.
listen, bro. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Listen, me and the wife, we'll be praying for your grandma, man. You know, I said nothing but strength, healing from God, you know, for your grandma, man. And everything's going to be all right, my brother. Just keep your head up. You know, we'll be praying for you. The community will be praying for you, man. And just keep me up to date on how she's doing and everything, man. One love and God bless, my brother. Keep your head up and be strong. You got to be strong for your grandma, man. So keep your head up. And we're going to just keep praying, McShawn. I don't know what your faith is in Jesus, but just keep praying. We'll be praying for you, man, praying for her healing. And we're just going to lay it at the feet of Jesus and hope for the best, all right? So one love and God bless, my brother. You know, just keep your head up, man, and keep smiling through it all. It's going to be all right. I said, Marlon, what time will you be doing next Tuesday? I'm going to be doing probably a couple of hours before the event starts. I had already told my wife about it, so probably, it's Tuesday, right? Yeah. So I'll be going live probably 2 hours, maybe 3 before the state of play starts. That way we can just talk, you know, brainstorm ideas, kind of just come up with our own predictions and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, we'll be praying, McShawn. We'll be praying, man. Just stay focused, you know what I mean? And we'll be praying. We'll be definitely praying for you. And everybody, you know, if y'all pray, if you believe in prayer, please pray for McShawn Williams, man. He's a good dude, you know. He's a brother, you know. He's a part of our community, you know. He's a part of our brotherhood, and just send prayers to him, man. Send all the best wishes to him, and you know, for healing for his grandmother, man. You know, life is short, man, and we gotta uplift each other. You know, we got way too many people out here, you know, trying to tear down each other and stuff like that. We got to uplift each other. We got to care about each other. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So back to the conversation earlier before McShawn came in. Yeah, man, I think, listen, bro.
I'm just being serious, bro. I'm...
What the hell happened here? What has happened to this video game industry? I don't think if you would have told someone 5 years ago that this is what the video game industry was going to be in 2026, the amount of nonsense that we as consumers have to put up with, I don't think anyone would have believed you. They would have said you were crazy. Now, I'm obviously someone who's old. All right, I got some grays in my beard. I got some grays in my chest hair. Got some wisdom going on. And you've heard this song and dance a million times from a million different old men on this platform. I was around during the NES. That was the first video game console I saw over at my uncle's house. And ever since then, I've loved video games. I've loved playing them. I've loved researching them. I got involved with video game writing in 2012. YouTube, I've been on here for a very long time. So I've been around the block. And honestly speaking, I don't think that anyone expected this to be in the position that we're in now. And it's not just one individual company. It's literally every video game company is now dealing with this situation, dealing with this new reality of yesterday's price is not today's price, and today's price is not tomorrow's price. I need to make a t-shirt of that or something. I feel like that would sell very well. But I just sit here and wonder, like, what has happened to the video game industry? Every single video game manufacturer, when it comes to consoles and stuff like that, has had things where we're sitting here just like, what the fuck? This is nuts. So I want to go over each individual company, what they've got going on, and is there any silver lining to this? Are things going to potentially get better? Spoiler alert. They're probably not, dog. All right, let's start with Nintendo first. They're probably the least egregious out of everyone. And I know, you're a Nintendo fanboy, Nintendo... No, it's just speaking factually. Okay, yes, Nintendo has pulled some BS with us over the years, but with the Nintendo Switch 2, the price is going up of the system, going from $450 to $500. Okay, they are doing something at least decent when it comes to digital games, and digital game prices being cheaper than their physical counterparts, something that a lot of people, myself included, have wanted to have happened for a very long time, because you don't have to worry about the manufacturing of a case and instruction booklet should you put one in there, the cover art, the cartridge itself. These are games that are cheaper to have out there on your own digital marketplace, so now having them at a cheaper price point is a good thing. But we never saw the accessories go down in price. Remember how accessories, we gotta raise the accessory price because of tariffs. Sorry, guys. Well, when are those gonna go down? They're not. They're not. And realistically speaking, Nintendo has already set the table and said, hey, you know what? There's a good chance that prices are going to go up on the Nintendo Switch 2 again at some point in time. Probably not this year, as it's not going into effect until September of this year when the system itself goes up in price. But Nintendo is definitely feeling the crunch of this. They at least, though, released a new system before everything went to hell in a handbasket. They are set for quite a while. They can make revisions to have cheaper systems, lights, maybe docked-only mode systems. They have options moving forward. They can do cartridgeless systems where it's an all-digital system, which, why, they're not gonna, the cartridge slot doesn't cost that much, RGT. Why do you bring that up? Because if you get rid of the cartridge slot, then you have people only buying digital games. They're not buying used games. They're buying only digital games. And you'll make up that money that you might lose on the digital system initially in the long run, because if people want to buy a game for the system, you have them buy the balls. It makes perfect sense. But that's just Nintendo. Let's go to the next egregious company. And this is kind of a bit of a toss-up here, but I'm going to go with Xbox. And the only reason I'm putting Xbox as slightly less egregious than PlayStation is because of the new regime. Now, Xbox has been a complete disaster this generation. Great software, don't get me wrong. Indiana Jones, one of my games of the year, actually my game of the year for 2024. Forza Horizon 6, early contender for my game of the year for 2026. But the hardware side of things, Jesus Christ on a cracker, they've just been going insane. Here's a price increase. Here's another price increase. Oh, we're going to raise the price of Xbox Live as well. Oh, you want to play games online? You want to have Game Pass and stuff? Well, you're going to pay us more money, and we're going to add in some crap that nobody cares about. But at least Ashish Sharma has come along and corrected at least one thing with lowering the price of Game Pass to something more reasonable. And that's given people hope for the future. Now the hope is at an all-time high. Now we're riding high. But there's a big problem. There's a massive problem looming on the horizon for Xbox, and that is still the fact that nobody cares about your hardware.
Play the game before you buy the game by joining GameFly. That's right, you can play the entire game before you buy it, or choose not to buy it.
Nobody. I like it. I play my third-party games on there, but nobody cares about your hardware. And you're now releasing a system that is a PC, a personal computer hybrid with an Xbox, and people have it in their mind that this is going to be a cheap system. On what fucking planet were you born where you think this is going to be under $1,000 reduce? There is no chance in hell that this is going to be under $1,000. And we're getting into this point where now video game consoles are costing 4 figures. And if we've learned anything from this generation, we've learned that yesterday's price is not today's price, and today's price is not tomorrow's price. So that's when you're supposed to buy it. That's when you're supposed to get in, because the price is going up on it. PlayStation. What happened to you, PlayStation? What happened? I need a sip of my Fanta Zero Sugar. Where is my Fanta Zero Sugar sponsorship? I don't even want money from you. I just want a year supply of this stuff. PlayStation used to be cool, man. It used to be cool. You gave us all this live service bullshit. You raised the price of PlayStation systems. $900. $900 dues for a PlayStation 5 Pro. And you sleep at night. You sleep at night with that price point. You sleep comfortably at night with that price point. Nobody's buying a PlayStation 5 Pro. Live service. Everyone loves live service. Where are the single-player games, PlayStation? Why is PlayStation Plus going up in price? It seems like every year. There have been multiple price increases of PlayStation Plus, and yet there's been no added value. The PlayStation Classics lineup sucks my ass. There should be a solid lineup of PS2 games. You haven't done shit. You haven't done nothing. You've done nothing but raise prices of things. And you are in the same boat as Project Helix. Because you are talking about a PlayStation 6. Not only a PlayStation 6 dedicated console, but a PlayStation 6 handheld console as well. You want to spread this market really thin. You want to nickel and dime these people out of everything. And once again, we have these pundits online saying, oh, well, based on my calculations and what the PlayStation 6 is going to have within it, even though I don't even think PlayStation has figured it out themselves. According to them, they haven't figured out shit with this system. But according to my research, it's going to cost about $600 to $700. On what planet is the PlayStation 6 going to cost you less money than a PlayStation 5 Pro? On what planet? Not on Earth. I'll tell you that much right now. Not on Earth. And if you think that it's going to be that price, you should probably leave Earth. You should go to another planet. Go to Mars. Cultivate life on Mars. You and Elon can go out there, hang out, have fun, build a little commune and stuff like that. Because you are not of this Earth. You are not living in reality. You are living in a delusion, a delusional state. A state of mania, a state of completely disconnected from reality. Valve, you're at the end of this list because Valve was supposed to be the cool guy. Gabe, oh, it's Gabe. Gabe loves us. Gabe's our best friend. Steam is the best thing in the world. We love Steam. What do they do to you? The most egregious price increase that we've seen on a goddamn console. $300. $300 more for a Steam Deck OLED. $300. Do you understand how insane that is? Do you understand how insane of a jump that is? And you sit there and you confidently think, oh, well, I'm sure this is... The Steam machine should be fine because maybe they're just raising the price to offset. Yeah. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. The Steam Deck, which is not going. I know. Oh, it initially sold out at this price. Okay, what did they have in stock? What was their stock quantity? 100, 1,000, maybe, if you're lucky. If nobody's buying the Steam Deck at the price point that it is now at, how is that going to offset what the Steam machine does? Because the whole point of an offset is that we will have this system sell at a premium price point so that we could charge less for this. But if nobody's buying the premium price point item, you're not offsetting shit. If I said to you, okay, I have two handhelds here. Now, I need this one to sell so that I can sell this one for cheaper. This is $1,000. This is $100. Are you buying this $1,000 one so that this one will be cheaper? No, because you have a brain. You are a functioning human being.
75% of summer flings won't get their fling on this summer. Don't become a summer statistic.
What happened to this industry, man? You know what it is? Here's what it is. Here's what it is at the end of the fucking day. Greed, utilizing real-world situations to make your greed higher, and shareholders. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. I cannot stress enough how much shareholders are a cancer on this video game industry. Look at any Q&A between an investors meeting and the president of a company. These people don't give a shit. I have investments in companies I could give a shit of. I have investments in Tesla. I think electric cars suck my nuts. I do not want an electric car. If you are an electric car fan, enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy my gas car because you know what? I'm not ruining the environment. You and your little AI people are ruining it by building your damn data centers. Don't come at me. Look in the fucking mirror first. But you have these shareholders who don't give a shit about anything but making money. And that's kind of the whole point of it. But the video game industry as a whole got so greedy because it got so big. But the reason it got big was because of accessibility. Because video game companies were firing on all cylinders. Look at the PS2, the PS3 generation, you know, the Xbox and Xbox 360 generation, the Nintendo Wii and DS generation. These were easy to get into consoles. Maybe not the PS3 initially, but these were easy to get into consoles that had a robust and tangy library of exclusive games. You didn't have to wait 5 to 6 years for a new game from your favorite fucking studio. They came out all the time. Consoles were cheap. Games were cheap. You know, you had the freedom of choice. You didn't have these huge budgets because everyone wants these amazing graphics and stuff. But you didn't have these huge budgets. Now you have to sell 2-3 million just to break even. When I come from a time frame when a game sold 100,000 copies on a 16-bit system, that was a huge, rousing success. It got too big. It got too big, it got too Hollywood, and too much money got involved. I think of another ancient Chinese proverb. Much like yesterday's price is not today's price is not tomorrow's price. But this one is from 1486 AD. And the quote goes, "Mo money, mo problem." And that's what you're seeing with the video game industry. This thing sucks. Sucks. So I hope it all burns to the ground. I'll turn into a car channel. Maybe fishing. I like to fish. I don't like to put if it's like a live bait, I don't like to put it on the hook. And I do not like grabbing the fish and taking it off the hook. So I'll have to have like an assistant do that. Or maybe I could wear gloves. You know, you wear gloves when you pull the fish out. But you know, if it all burns down to the ground, maybe that's what it needs. Because it can't continue like this. We can't keep doing this shit. It's insane. It's insane. What the fuck happened? Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this in the comments section down below. I just felt like venting today. Did not have a good day yesterday. But yeah, today's a new day. You seize the day. You enjoy it. Give me your thoughts. Where do you see all this going? Do you think things are going to get better? Because they're not. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.
Premium cuts of meat without the premium prices.
It's an Aldi thing.
I vape, but I don't need to vape, you know? I only do it when my friends do it.
So huge Nintendo Switch 2 information and news just dropped. We've got to go over everything that's happening with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. This is the first time a Call of Duty game is hitting a Nintendo platform in over a decade. It's been multiple generations. We're going to get the first breakdown of Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch 2, in addition to the developer and what you can expect from this game. We also have Persona 6, it seems like legit leaks of this game, so we got to talk about that, and the return of Rayman Legends. That is also something that's pretty cool, plus a massive sales update for the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. It's firing on all cylinders in Japan before the big price hike, so we got a lot to get into. But before we continue, we are giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 at 140,000 subscribers, or on September 1st, whichever comes first. Subscribe, like, comment. The winner will be chosen at random, and it's a worldwide giveaway. Thanks, peeps. Publisher Activision and developer Infinity Ward have officially announced Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. It will launch for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC via Steam, Microsoft Store, and Battle.net on October 23rd. And it does seem Like, they are officially dropping the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of Call of Duty. So, interesting business situation there. I know it's a long time coming. Those systems are old, and it's harder to fit them all on those platforms. But yeah, that is something that's interesting to see with Call of Duty. Now, there's a bunch of information on the Standard Edition, the Vault Edition, and a ton of information on the game and what they're talking about when it comes to, like, the warfare without limits, and they're on the Korean Peninsula as North Korea launches a full-scale invasion that threatens to destabilize the world of Call of Duty. So all of those details are there. Shout out to Gamatsu and, of course, Call of Duty team for putting all that out. If you want to check it out, there's going to be a standard campaign. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of multiplayer. They've talked about the movement and the traversal. All of that is updated, and they feel is going to be better than what they've done before in past Call of Duty games. They talk about the maps and everything there, progression and customization. All that is coming back bigger and better than ever. In addition to additional multiplayer intel and more stuff that's going to be coming in upcoming shows and stuff that they're going to talk about. But what we got to get into here when it comes to Call of Duty, we got to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 version of it. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, so I'm not really super interested in all the different stuff there. But I do think that, yes, this is a huge moment when it comes to the system to be legitimized and for people to be able to pick it up as a confident buy, because Call of Duty is a staple on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and it's just been absent for a decade plus on Nintendo platforms. So I realize that it's an important type of game. So they say this about Call of Duty expanding to the Nintendo Switch 2. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, bringing the Modern Warfare series to Nintendo players for the first time in more than a decade. The last one that was to come to a Nintendo platform was, I think, Call of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U in 2013. So it's been 13 years since the last Call of Duty game on a Nintendo platform. All right, let's talk about this a little bit more. So Infinity Ward, in partnership with Digital Legends, is developing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 natively for the Nintendo Switch 2. More details on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 for the Nintendo Switch 2, including when players can pre-order, will be shared later this summer. So you can already pre-order it on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, but Nintendo Switch 2 is going to come a bit later. Maybe it's going to be at a Nintendo Direct. I think that's probably when they're going to announce the pre-orders, when everything kind of goes live there with that. So once again, I'm not a big Call of Duty fan myself, but it's cool to see Call of Duty finally come back. I know Bobby Kotick said that that was one of the big mistakes that he made, was not making a specific version, a native Call of Duty for the Nintendo Switch 1, despite the system's popularity. It almost seems like it was backwards. The Wii U wasn't very popular, but they had multiple Call of Duty games on there, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts, whereas the Nintendo Switch 1 is significantly more popular than the Wii U, and then they're like, yeah, you know what, no Call of Duty on that system. And it's funny because they put Call of Duty games out on the original Nintendo Wii, and those did well, not in comparison to the Xbox and PlayStation, but just did well for a small port of some of those games. So the fact that they just decided that it'd be a bad idea to not put it out on the Nintendo Switch 1, despite supporting the original Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, I think that was a huge mistake, but it does seem like they're rectifying it here, because within the first year or so of the Nintendo Switch 2, because of the deal that Microsoft and Nintendo have and the whole court case and with Activision Blizzard and all that, they have a 10-year agreement when it comes to Call of Duty and the Nintendo Switch 2. They also have the same 10-year agreement with PlayStation. Now, the developers of Call of Duty did put out a bit more information talking about the development for the Switch 2 in particular, and they said it's been smooth, to be honest. Things just work. The game got up and running on the platform really quickly once we got the hardware. So far, it's been really good. To be honest, it's been really fun to be on a new platform. Call of Duty finally coming over when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 platform, Nintendo just in general. So good for those people who definitely want to play some Call of Duty, because I know people have been clamoring for it for a while now. So what do you guys think about Call Call of Duty finally making its way back to the Nintendo platform with the Nintendo Switch 2? Let me know in the comment section below. But now I want to get you guys' opinion on what's happening here with Persona 6. We got the first apparently protagonist images leaking with a release date set apparently for September 2027. So a batch of Persona 6 concept art, which a Sega Atlas insider has confirmed are legitimate, have leaked online ahead of the Summer Game Fest. The game's main protagonist is a boy with the blonde bowl haircut. A previous leak said that the game features a dual protagonist, but a prominent leaker says that there's just one, and the girl featured in the concept art being a side character. Persona 6 takes place in Yokohama, and its release date is apparently penciled in for September 2027. So this concept art definitely...
I don't know what this message is for, but God has not forgotten about your faithfulness. And the enemy has been trying to take you out lately. He's been trying to wear you out. But I urge you to strengthen what remains, because your breakthrough is on the way. Be not weary in well-doing, chosen ones. But because you get ready to reap if you faint not. And God told me to tell you today that to stand firm. Be ye steadfast and unmovable, always abiding in the work of God. Holy Spirit said me to tell you, I see you in the middle of the desert. And I challenge you, chosen ones, to praise Him. Because there is nothing better than a sacrificial praise. We have to understand this is where we get our strength from. This is where we get that fire from. This is where we get the anointing from. Is when we utter our praise to the Lord Jesus Christ, because praise is literally what we do. And God sent me to tell you, He has not forgotten about your obedience. He has not forgotten about your faithfulness. And those trials may come on every hand. You got to keep going, chosen ones. And come on and put it in, come to us, say, I feel like going on. And the enemy, he's been extremely busy with the chosen ones specifically, and I'm going to tell you why. Because chosen ones, you have a prominent future. You have a prominent destiny. And the enemy is trying to throw so many fiery darts in your directions because he's trying to distract you from your destiny. You wonder why so much spiritual warfare has been coming against you. It's because the enemy simply cannot find no fault in you. My God. But I declare and decree under the power of the anointing of the Holy Spirit of God that He will send angels to protect you, to sustain you, to lead you, and to guide you. I pray that God will send you a new level of anointing, my God, that will break every chain that's on you right now. This new level of anointing is going to destroy every single yoke. It's going to release every demonic stronghold that's on you right now. For when the enemy comes in like a flood, my God, God gonna lift up a standard against the enemy. I don't know who needs this message, but remain faithful unto God. Remain obedient unto God. And some of you guys don't understand why so many attacks have been coming in your direction. It's because you have to realize one thing, and one thing only, chosen ones.